What does this say? Let's have a look then.
Witness my ire. Our soldiers need better training.
This looks as good a place as any.
To try to enjoy life where and when I can.
Got to focus. My head will roll.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
You know, so I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash.
Getting proper rest is an important... Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
I mustn't let the captain see my eyes.
Best oil my equipment.
Come to think of it, have you always pursued your current vocation in your service to the Arisen?
Well, there was a time I served our master as a mage. I can scarce believe how far I've come since then. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. We must not let down our guard. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
This ox cart a sail? It is in a dreadful state.
Succubi arisen!
Leave it to me.
Starting to thin. There lurks here.
I trust aught's well.
I'll not stick my head where it will be cut off.
'Tis a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness. That looks like a mechanism to me. Ought we to activate it or let it be? The choice is yours, Arisen.
We pawns will be ready, whatever the outcome.
Dragon, heed my call. Your will is mine to command. Curses. This arrival of the true Risen is most inopportune. Sovereign of Vermin, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
Up! You may confront the pretender to your title, Master. I hope the man has made his peace.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the Dogma of Dragons is unmade. You could ne'er understand, Arisen. We must must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all.
Was not enough. Cursed, risen. You've doomed us all to the cycle. And you...
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk. Go. Thou wouldst flee. This is the path thy choice is made. Return to thy kingdom. The world thou desired awaiteth thee there. A hollow world, if a restful one.
Dragon, heed my call. Your will is mine to command.
Curses. This arrival of the true Risen is most inopportune.
Sovereign of Vermin, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
At last, you may confront the pretender to your title, Master. I hope the man has made his peace.
you an elemental boon. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the Dogma of Dragons is unmade. You could ne'er understand, Arisen. We must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all. Was not enough. Cursed, Arisen. You've doomed us all to a cycle. A new...
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk. Go, and thou shalt live to claim thy coveted throne. Fight and thy life is forfeit. Thou wilt face the dragon's dogma. The decision is thine. I tire of thy wavering. Wilt thou not make a choice? Decide thy fate, and mine as well. Intriguing. This then is thy will. must fulfill our charges. I, as the dragon, and thou as the Arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. Shall not change with my death, nor shall it change with thine. Consider this. How it is thou came to be. How have the once closed paths before you come to be breathed? Think well, reason, but rest not. No thine answer through the strength of thy will. Thou shalt come to swathe through the false benevolence enshrouding this world. Arisen, pitiable soul tossed by the winds of fate. Wilt thou slay me, or be slain? I know not how this story endeth. For the outcome was determined in a time before reckoning. And yet arisen, born of a helpless faith there was made me. Perchance 'tis thy will, and thine alone, that couldst contest the great will of this world. Thou art too late. The hour is upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby living with darkness? Or dost thou merely seek conflict with mighty foe?
Be sure to give us breath of wiper. Then what?
Hast thou realized thy wonder? Even our battle here was won. Thou hast met with a pitying fool who once ruled this world as thou.
Master, there's a sizable blister up on your cliff.
That one was aware of it never being thought to rule this world outside.
Its heart is most hungry. Stilling its pulse is no mean feat.
And if thou hast yet to see, then thou art a now thou wilt witness my true strength.
I shall draw its focus. it's exposed.
Alas, I am slain. But heed this, Arisen. By will alone doth the world form a ring, an unending cycle. All is preordained, even my death at thine hands. Yet perhaps thy will is great enough to put an end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge. Are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? If this power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
The choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the rivers of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the great will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being can survive. However, if if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its safe chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be the single matter. Yet, if the will
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft with benevolent hands that guides. find it strange? But this is your world. The world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains, the vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. Will all come to an end. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore, perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth, and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the vein. of lesser drakes. As well. This world is far removed from the one I know. Then go. Since times of Eld, remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us hope 'tis not mere frippery.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spores can... tracked beyond the rift, that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
That sounds most unpleasant. We hope we shall remain free of it.
Here we go again.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
Of course. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! No harm shall come.
Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this one.
Strike fast, and one shall fall.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Seratheia speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the Seafloor Shrine?
This is indeed the world unbound. We need to seek out his wisdom. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phases' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research.
You're the Arisen. I am to inform you that Lord Phases requests as to whether you heed him.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. This is no life.
Stands for selfless.
What hope have I of doing any good in a world such as this?
All we can do is whate'er comes, we...
We scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste the sting.
Must finding these be so difficult?
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed. Then I shall take. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate, and speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept? Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I... Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter back. Whatever 'tis you need. I shall gladly...
So you're here. Now that I think of it, I do seem to recall Lord Phaesus lamenting that he be reduced to aiding you. But it matters not. Both he and I are too rushed off our feet to care for such triviality. We seek to devise some means of forestalling these dragons' attacks from above. If you've an interest in helping us fight this battle, but 'tis all the same, either way. This world needs no arisen to save it. Such...
What has become of the world? Would the...
Now I've lost the thread of my...
Not much going on. Ah, that's right. I must fetch those papers. Could use a rest.
So stiff after a
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay wait. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
Something like a wall of light impedes our progress. It is most vex...
Many paths are close to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
You have my protection. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
Ought to have known I'd never amount to anything. right. All right, stay calm now. You're made of sterner stuff than that.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. This cannot continue.
I'll not stand idly dumb. This isn't...
Principles unproven are as dust in the wind. It seems this is the only way forward. Up we...
Right, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
Enough down here. Follow me.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our...
A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is... Principles unproven are as dust.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
This is unacceptable.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. This cannot continue.
Getting on my nerves. Seems my feet always lead me here.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Beast-foul powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
The month I spent with Lord Phasus was a queer experience for me. All my mind was perpetually unclear. I always felt your presence. I cannot explain it. Mayhap it was made possible by the bond...
Alas, is of little practical use.
We must proceed.
The tide is turning against us. I will protect you.
You know the real nature of the dragon. There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Destroying your urn will have some effect.
Why did you destroy it? The secrets we... Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secret. Go, do what you must. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world, and on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all.
To think, that bars was in truth. The dragon. It was clever of you to realize its true nature, Master. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
Most effective against it.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Shan't let the calm be. I shall remain by your side. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not, yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Why, 'twas all a farce. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here, for this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them. You have my support.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no less. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet, you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end.
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic... blood flows through... veins of lesser... Yet I put myself at your disposal, in the event ye may have need of me. The substance of which worm's life crystal, they retain a measure of... Then go. Since times of El... Remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
We mustn't overspend.
I quite agree. Some of our foes are proficient at ranged attacks. They will prove most troublesome if not dealt with swiftly. Understood. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You have my protection. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. The sea was once here, and the brine with it. Telis was swallowed up by the sky. It beggars belief.
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
I shan't let them harm you.
You're welcome to pick things up, aren't you? I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I'll go and open the chest.
Might I interest you in my humble hope to see you again?
Well met, son. How much? Let I be of service. Always a pleasure.
My bed.
Well met, sir.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Haven't you a lantern, Arisen?
any further harm to come to you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Light of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
No. It is one of the targets my own master badly fell. I should like to see it done if no objections arisen. Could you lend me a hand? The beast pits of fell substance. Avoid it at all costs. Be on your guard. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! It is a simple-minded creature, by all appearances. We could easily redirect its focus with our attacks. Focus your strength, Arisen! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Lion. Prison has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! I shan't let it on. Of course, Master. I shall look after it for you. You need only search my pack when you wish to reclaim it.
Shall we make them rue their own impatience?
To arms! Stilling its pulse is difficult, but it can be done. Now, the heart is exposed. What is it? What has happened to your magic? This road is beyond my strength. I recommend a switch. I'm not sure. Thank you. Never you fret. We all had our moments. That was hard work.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Let my magics grant you. I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this. It seems the world is to be brought to an end. We cannot allow this to come to pass. You have my protection. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Never have I encountered such a strategy. Now that is a surprise. I will protect you.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but the pawns in this party are criminals.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
clad in draconic form made my stomach churn.
Full glad I was to see it felt. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Its heart is most vulnerable.
More! Be wary!
Strike at the heart while it's exposed.
Ox carts aren't operating anymore, are they? It is perfectly understandable, albeit rather inconvenient.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again?
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
By your leave.
Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave which seemed too big to discover. It is nearby. Shall I lead the way?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. I'll gather this. It might these fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights. One can but strive to improve. have risen to face us.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. I will protect you.
Svindemund Fionaro.
I fear for the Arbor.
With
It
fury.
would seem there is far more at
What
stake
have we
here.
done to earn its
The very
ire?
world is under threat.
Akael fil Arume fa in Iterond. Atele el definite high.
Vindamund?
Ronde Minotaur.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
What have we done to earn its ire?
I fear for the Arbor.
Elelo osto silfa malantha alekano mine. In fair ave. Sinde fir areng.
Nolwende mor isira. Unfair anatri.
Oh, you return. You were gone so long. Oh. I am not sure, but I can try to convince him.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
I quite agree.
Salma Arenfen.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Findelnar. Nevea nolwende lis kemen. Morivin lis palan oio eromar melto.
Kasinke telpe nun findale. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen.
Morvani morivin Findelnar. Nevea tara morivin. Lis fa aldakar kemen ros. Yav morin garina like asar kemen ros iloratu anfir tara. Surne kemen ros herenon yav kuruir. Falis isil rod lintar.
Nullis amanda ke.
Herenon nun lia Findelnar. Findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis morivin. Morivin kemen turale.
Alcarwa fir nun anemartir. Tindome ingarina fa alme alcarwa. Eteler lea fer sorne an fameltol. Vanelin hyror soron. Lera nefir herenon. Anne arteher firnis.
That man's head is harder than the Arbor Heart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
Understood. Might not the seafloor shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time. But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
There's no telling how long this place will hold, but...
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
I shall guide you. There is aught I would ask of you. Will you oblige? Very well.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up.
Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover.
'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way?
Let's be on your guard! Make the scales for a bat!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. I stay purely to you. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
The language of the elves is entirely foreign to me. Yet, from their manner, I gather they are a proud people. The elves are a people worth befriending, if we can but find a way to soften their hearts.
Casinque telpe nun finaler. Ler aidalia anandor. Nun.
Nenambue yavstir uruf kemen ros uruneteren, ne romen anartelpe minasfana.
Luintarmi kinailen meltol. Parante lume an lis. Ne meltol linkan aldakar an fir nun fia.
Palan hiar menran. Elorato ala. Nun mor arda her. Nenwen mor aiwanon. Alcarwa yavstir lalastar. Nun falasmir.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved my people.
Your fight continues, does it not? Be well, and come back safe.
My tane filmerto.
by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe. At least for the time being.